Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up the video. All right, on to the vlog. Good afternoon. How your baby daddy, your sister, and your cousin are doing? And your hubby too, real quick, because my battery's about to die on this camera. We weren't really vlogging today, but today things kind of changed. We are at the doctor's office with Jayla, and it's because the last couple of days we've kind of picked up on the fact that she's been wheezing a little bit. And anyway, so we are here at the doctor's office with just Jayla. And Jackson is at home with the sitter, which worked out really great, thank God. So this is the first time. There she is. Yeah. So we're just here waiting for the nurse practitioner to come in so that she can kind of listen to Jayla and see if there's anything going on, if she's getting a cold. We just don't know what's going on, and we just want to make sure that we're kind of catching it while we can. So anyway, we'll keep you posted. Yeah, so it's like, and it's like a, this is literally how it sounds. It's like, and how it looks. She goes, okay. That's it. You know, that's literally how it sounds.
I had wheezing when I was a kid, a lot of it.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know.
But if he was older, not as an infant, this is like when he was like,
okay.
8 years old.
12, yeah.
Has she had any fevers?
No.
Is her activity, appetite, and sleep been okay?
Yeah, that's been great. She every now and again, she'll cough.
Okay.
Too. And so it almost sounds like she's just choking on her saliva.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so that randomly happens. That's even more sporadic than the wheezing.
Okay.
So
is she on any vitamins or medications?
Not right now.
No, just Infocare. Just Infocare.
Okay. Is she allergic to any food or medicine that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware
Nothing
of.
of.
Yeah.
All right. Well, her O2 sat is 100%.
100% oxygen.
Good girl. Because she just started talking, like right after our last doctor's visit. So I thought, well, maybe she's just kind of using her voice and learning how to make noises and, you know, and then I kept hearing it every now and again, and I was like, okay, let me keep monitoring it, because like I said, with the grunting, she would just grunt, and we were just like, oh, maybe she's constipated. No, no, she's just, you know, we talked to the doctor about it, and she was kind of checking her out and checked her chest and did all that, and she's like, no, that's just her. She grunts, you know.
Dad, I'm going to squeeze in here real quick, and I'm just going to get her
ahead.
temperature, okay? Hi, precious. You sleep good for mommy and
She's
daddy,
our little
okay?
munchkin. One of two. This is the first time we've had to take her out without her brother.
Oh, 98.2. So no temp there. Excuse me, Dad. I don't know how parents of twins do it.
We don't either. We're doing it. You're just somehow. No. I'm sorry, baby.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm right here, baby girl. It's okay.
Sure. Oh.
Okay, so far they have listened to her, you know, with the stethoscope and all of that, and so far it's looking like tracheomalacia and just boogie wheezing, basically, just boogers in her nose, and you know, her trachea hasn't really developed yet, and she might just have a floppy trachea, etc., etc. But her breathing sounds great, her attitude hasn't changed, she's still the same baby, she just keeps doing that wheezing thing every rare moon. It's rare, but I've been kind of just monitoring it for the last few days, and I thought, this morning she did it again, and then she did it again. I was just like, okay, we're gonna take her here just to make sure there's nothing more, you know, going on, or she's not coming down with something. So far so good. So far so good. So they're bringing the doctor in to listen to her. Anyway, there was a nurse practitioner that came in here, and now one of the doctors is actually gonna come in here and just listen one more time to be sure. But so far, so good. Little munchkin, giving us the scares.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold that head up. There you go.
Yeah, big girl.
Hold that head up. There you go.
Yeah, big girl. She's like, no.
So far, everything seems to be pretty okay. She's gonna call us. Well, the nurse practitioners are gonna call us on Friday morning to just check with us and see how things are going. if we need to take any further steps, just let her know on a Friday morning. If not, all is well. And you hear her right now. She should be okay. We just got a little alarmed because she just started doing this about a week ago. So
yeah. She said if it gets worse between now and Friday.
I missed.
If it gets worse between now and Friday, that they might send her to an ENT.
Yeah, if it gets worse between now and Friday, they might send her to an ENT.
An ear, nose, and throat doctor. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, our battery did finally die, so I apologize for the drop-off in video, but the final verdict was that they pretty much said that it seemed to be okay, that her breathing wasn't strained, that she didn't seem like there was any issues. However, they said to kind of keep a close eye on the noises, and if it continues, that we should probably go ahead and take her to an ENT. So if I don't mention it later on in the video, I wanted to make sure that I said it now. I'm still editing the video now, so I don't know what else we shot, but I just want to make sure that I let you guys know, so we're just keeping an eye on it for right now. Good morning! How your baby daddy, your sister, your cousin, what I'm doing? And your hubby too. How y'all living, fam? It is the next day up in this bee, which is Thursday up in this bee, y'all. And look, I hope you guys are having a great day or night whenever y'all are watching this vlog up in here. Look. We all just got up. Juice, of course, is at the JOBB. And I apologize that the camera just dropped everything last time you saw us in yesterday's vlog, or whatever we've shot of yesterday's vlog. Battery died, as I was trying to tell you guys, whatever I was telling you guys. I don't even know what I was saying. But long story short, we came back home after, we got back from the doctor's office and just kind of relaxed with Jax and Jayla, ate, and I had worked out earlier that day, so with Jess, I had worked out earlier that day. That's why the sitter was actually at our house, because I wanted to get a workout in, so I had her come in that particular day, and it worked out great because she was able to watch Jax while we were able to take Jayla to the doctor. So that worked out really well. Juice, for the kids, is always going to leave his office because he wants to make sure everything's okay. So he left his office as soon as he found out that the doctor's office said that they needed to see Jayla. So he left and he came here. And then our sitter watched Jax. First time we've ever been anywhere, and separated the two of them. And we took them over to, took Jay over to the doctor's office. So we're just monitoring Jay. She hasn't been showing any more of the same wheezing type sounds. I don't know if I included the clip or not of the wheezing that I did get on camera. It may not have been enough to even have you guys hear it. I got it on my phone. So I could show the doctor just in case she didn't do it for them, and she ended up doing it for them too, but my battery on this camera had died before I could show you guys. So I apologize I couldn't get you guys the clip. If she starts to do it, I'll show you guys here, but let's hope she doesn't, okay, because they're gonna give us a call tomorrow and check in on her, and if she's still doing it, then they may send her to an ENT, and I think that's what I was telling you guys before the camera completely stopped. So an ENT is an ear, nose, and throat doctor, by the way, just to make sure there's nothing tracheal going on with her. She has been, you know, spitting up. She's actually gotten better the last few days for sure, and we've been monitoring that, but you know, you never know. So, but yeah, so far so good. It's bright and early in the morning, and I'm over here with the most beautiful babies on the planet, at least in my opinion, of course. I'm biased. I apologize, you know. But yeah, they're over here just hanging out. Hey guys. Hi. You were all smiles earlier. Eyes, nose, cheeks, mouth. That's my boy. That's my boy and my baby girl. Gave us the scares yesterday. You gave us the scares. They just woke up, as you guys can probably tell. They woke up in the middle of the night. We gave them their food. Well, actually, Jax didn't. Sorry. Jayla woke up in the middle of the morning. Yeah. And then I went ahead and fed her, and then she went back to sleep, so they're just waking up again. And he slept the whole night, didn't he? Yeah, big boy. Gosh, they're so cute. Look at them. Look at Jayla holding his hand. I don't know what he's doing. She is catching up as far as length is concerned with Jax. He's just significantly larger. But she's catching up in length. So I don't know if I told you guys this either, but Jayla, who we actually started to think had to have gone through a growth spurt the last couple days, we were like, she looks larger than usual. Not larger, just a little fuller and a little longer. We were like, she put on a little bit of weight these last few days since her last doctor's visit, which you guys know was pretty recent. So they weighed her. Now she had her clothes on when they weighed her and a diaper. So keep in mind, you know, give or take. But she picked up 2.6 additional pounds in the last, since she had her doctor's appointment, which was almost 2 weeks ago, which is awesome. So she's like 13.6 pounds according to the scale. But remember, she had a onesie, she had a sleeper on, and she had a diaper on that needed to be changed. It wasn't soaking or anything, but you know, she'd at least wet it once. So she's probably 13 versus 13.6 maybe, if you take out the 0.6 or whatever. But either way, she's gained over a pound at least since we went to the doctor's office. So hold on, let me see if I can line them up and see if they are in fact almost the same length. Okay, you guys may not be able to tell, but I kind of lined her up with Jax. Let me see. Let me get you. I think. Here we go. Almost. Here we go. I was using one hand, so here we go. Let's see. I mean, she's damn near. Look. Let me move this out the way. There we go. She's damn near his length, y'all. Anyhoodle, it's a normal day in the neighborhood today. Got the kiddos, and we're going to get them changed. And we're gonna go ahead and get them fed. We're gonna do our usual reading, tummy time, and all of that good stuff. Sometime over the weekend or this coming week, I'm gonna go and get some additional toys for them because they've been gripping things really well lately, and trying to learn what it is to put something in their hand and put it to their mouth. So I've been kind of working with them on that. And that being said, I'm gonna be getting some just additional little toys and things that can kind of encourage that. A lot of you guys have been commenting that Jax has been teething, or is starting to teeth, and the doctor, even though she was just like, it's too early, a little too early for that, but you know, he will be in the next couple of months. I just feel like he might be. And he's fussier than normal, and he's constantly wanting to bite bite so that his gums are being touched. So he'll take your finger and try to gnaw at it. He's constantly drooling. She's drooling too, but she's not as serious about having something in her mouth as Jax is. Jax wants to put his sheets in his mouth. He wants to put anything in his mouth to chew on because I feel like he needs that relief. And nothing is satisfying him. So he's either, maybe he's going through the initial stages of it or something, I don't know. Either way, it agitates him that he can't find that relief, whatever that relief is he's trying to get is. So I'm gonna get a teething ring or two or something. If you guys have recommendations, please comment down below, let me know. And you guys have seen him, you guys have been commenting saying that you guys think he's teething too. So we'll see, we shall see. But yeah, today's just gonna be a fun day with the kiddos, do our usual stuff. I am also on a wait list for a couple of things for the kiddos, for us to get involved with the kiddos this summer, because I'd like to take them to swimming class and just get them acclimated and accustomed to water. You okay, baby? There's Jax. Okay, I just want to be sure. Yeah, I want to get them accustomed to just being in the water, and that way when we go to the pool, that doesn't freak them out or anything like that. And anyway, I want them to be in swimming classes just, as they grow up, because it's important, I think, for kids to know how to swim. If they go to birthday parties where there's a pool or whatever the case may be, you want to make sure they can get themselves, or at least attempt to get themselves out of a situation. And I'd like them to know how to float and that kind of thing, just to be on the safe side. And it's just a fun bonding experience for Juice and I. So I've been on a wait list for a couple places to see if we can get them both involved, because getting 2 kids is harder to get into a class than 1. So we're gonna run into that problem, I think, pretty often, a lot, since there's 2 kids. And then of course there has to be 2 parents there, so Juice has to be there too. So I can only take certain classes because he needs to be around, but he wants to be there, so I'm more than happy to do it that way so that we can bond with our kids that way. So looking at that, there's a program I'm getting them involved in as well, where they're going to be doing different, where they're going to be doing home visits and things like that, so to help with their development and stuff like that. Nothing bad, it's just a program that allows us to, that helps to teach us how to help promote their development and do different things with them so that they're continuing to develop in at the right pace. y'all know I'm all about that parent life, okay? So, also been checking on some fun, like mommy and me classes and things like that. I'm not ready to take them to those yet because they're only just 4 months, and I still don't want to expose them to a bunch of kids yet, in that way, you know, on a continuous basis. But it's good to kind of look at those things now to see what the requirements are, where the classes are located, what kinds of things they do, how much they cost, that type of thing, you know what I mean? So, I've been doing a lot of that too, so that we can, you know, on the weekends take them to a parent class or a fun little, you know, and that's going to be further down the line. They're still really, really young. I like maybe them, I want Jayla to have better head control, and it would be nicer if they could sit up on their own, but there's still classes that, you know, allow infants their age. I just want to wait till they're a little older. And it also gets a little warmer outside, so we don't have to bundle them up so much. But yeah, outside of that, we're just gonna be here hanging out, right? Doing mommy's little curriculum. Look, we got a little school time. Yeah. Yeah, that's my boy, that's my girl. Anyway, okay, let me get them changed and fed. So, guess who's officially wearing, for real, 6-month clothing? This boy right here. This big boy right here. This big boy right here. Eyes, nose, cheeks, mouth. When the camera's on, he ain't giving y'all all the face he gives me when I do that, but man, he's getting big, y'all. I actually had to go and pick up a few onesies for him because the onesies that we have for him have been starting to get kind of short around the collar, or when he points his toes, you can tell that, you know, when he fully extends, they're getting too short. You know, he's a long baby. So is Jayla actually, and she's in 3 months, but she might move and transition into that next phase here in a little bit too, just because of her length, not because of how big she is. So look at this onesie, y'all. Look how, I mean, it's just big to me. I think it's huge, okay? And anyway, this is a 6-month. We're gonna see how it fits in. But yeah, he's pretty much done though. He's only got a few 3-month onesies that he can actually fit for the most part. But yeah, he's officially 6 months now. So let's see how this thing fits in. Y'all, look how well this thing fits. It's crazy, he's so big. It's just a little bit, you know, big around here, but it's nothing major, and he's gonna grow right into it. Let him have 2 bottles of milk and he'll fill that right up. Look at this, y'all. He fits it, okay. I know, time to eat. So, she's got a little spit up right here, but it's not a lot, right, baby? It's not her usual, so keep checking. Keep checking. Time for a green juice, y'all, and then I'm about to have me, I think, some oatmeal. Big boy, why are you crying? Why are you over here crying? Let me turn some lights on. It's dim outside, y'all. All right, let's see. Dang it. Dang it, this thing keeps coming undone. I got a loose light cap over here. All right, y'all, what's going on? What's the dealio? What's the dealio, y'all? Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to cry, honey bunny. You ain't got to cry. You okay? You okay? Mama just went to get herself a green juice. And I was gonna make some oatmeal. I was just taking the stuff out to make some oatmeal. I was right here. How you doing over here, Jay? You okay? You okay? My pretty baby girl? I'm right here, honey bunny. I wasn't going anywhere. I promise. I wasn't going anywhere, okay? I'm holding on to my hand, my little finger. It's okay, baby. Hold on. You want to come out of it for a little bit? Huh? Okay. You can come hang out with Mama for a little bit, okay? Jackson. 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 What you looking at? He's all in her stuff. All right. Come on, baby. You tired? Sleepy? Are you sleepy, my love? What's wrong, baby girl? You bored, honey? There you go. It's been sanitized, y'all. No worries. Yeah.
We so nailed that. Get one
There you go. Good grip. Good grip, baby. See how he's trying to figure out, okay, I gotta put my hand to mouth if I wanna, you know, chew on it a little bit or whatever. So we're gonna get him some teething. There you go. We're gonna get him some teething. Some teething toys or teething tools. You're looking at it like it's a popsicle. Okay guys, Jackson, look. I can read with my left eye. See, that's his left eye. I can read with my left eye. I can read with my right. I can read Mississippi with my eyes shut tight. Look, his eyes are closed. See? His eyes are closed. See? Okay? Mississippi, Indianapolis, and Hallelujah 2. I can read them with my eyes shut. That is very hard to do. That's hard to do. Can you read with your eyes shut? See? There he is again. Jackson. Look, look. See? Okay? But it's bad for my hat and makes my eyebrows get red hot. So, reading with my eyes shut, I don't do an awful lot. Look at him, he looks tired, doesn't he? He looks tired, look. Good girl, good girl. Turning to the page, yeah. You love your sister? Say hi. Yeah. Good girl. Look at you raising your head. I got you. I'm holding you. I got you. I won't let you fall. Say hi. Say hi to your big brother. You guys are only a minute apart. You want to touch her? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. You want to touch his hand? Here, you can touch his hand. That's your baby sister. That's your baby sister. Baby sis. You love her? Bless you. Bless you, baby girl. Yeah. Yeah, that's your big brother. Okay, let's try some tummy time. You got it. You got it, big girl. You got it, big girl. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. Yeah. You got it, Jayla. You got it. Meanwhile, he's just gonna stare at y'all. You got it, baby girl. Come on. You need both hands. Good girl. She's like, I really don't want to be on my back. I need you to hold me, but I'm gonna rattle this anyway. Good girl. Good girl. now that the kiddos are seemingly gonna go both down for a nap, we are gonna try to have our next meal of the day, which is gonna be some oatmeal. Let's see if there's another packet in here. Yes, there is. So I just do the instant packets. I'm not super strict. I do have the rolled oats or the regular oats for oatmeal, but this is just easier for me to do. Jackson's still gonna be a little fussy trying to go down. He always is. You might hear him in the background a little bit. TV's on, and they're both chilling. I don't know if I've told you guys this here. I can't remember whether it was here or if it was on Instagram, but I absolutely love making my oatmeal with almond milk, and I get the vanilla almond milk as opposed to using water or skim milk, which is what I used to use. And it's delicious. It just adds just a little bit of extra flavor to it. It's yummy. I love it, love it, love it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Another thing that I didn't notice was on the packet, and let me know if you guys just recently noticed it too. You can actually use the packets of these as your measuring cup for your water or milk or whatever you're gonna put in it. So once you get done pouring this out, you put your water or your milk or whatever, and you just put it in to this line, and that's the perfect amount of liquid you need to make your instant oatmeal. So if you're at the job or whatever, and you don't have a measuring cup, you can use this as your guide. I did not know that. Has it always been the case? I don't know. Anyway, so what I've been trying to do with the kiddos is kind of keeping them on a strict, not like strict as in if we don't do it, it's a problem, but I keep them on a regimen. So I usually will feed them, and then, we do the whole thing, burp and all that kind of stuff. We cuddle, we do all of that. And of course, changing of the diaper and changing of the clothes if they've soiled themselves or whatever, or if they've gone poo-poo, we do all of that. If it's bath night, bath day, all of that is determined on, because I still bathe them every other day. So then we wait a little while, let them kind of sit and rest a little bit, just to kind of let the food kind of digest a little bit more. And then about an hour or so after they've eaten and burped and all of that, we will start doing what I call our daily curriculum. So I will either read to them or I will do some tummy time with both of them, because Jack seems like he wants to try to move. He's trying to figure out the whole crawling situation. So, and he just loves tummy time. So we do some tummy time. I have Jayla do tummy time, as you guys saw earlier. Now I've been putting them like with each other, where they're facing each other, just to see if that helps with her. She's not as frustrated seemingly when she does tummy time, so that's in progress. So I'll do that, and then I'll read, or I'll read and then we'll do tummy time, and then we play a little bit. We play with like rattles and things like that, just to kind of get them accustomed to holding things and knowing what you can do with your hand. So I'll hold it in my hand, and I'll have that, to kind of hand to them, and I want them to reach out for it and stuff. So I've been kind of teaching them those things. That's kind of what they should be doing at this age, and that's kind of what I do. Yes, baby, I know. Hold on. But yeah, and that seems to be working really well for them. Soon after that, pretty much after we read and we do tummy time, we cuddle, and all of those things, that's around the time it's about time for them to take a nap. They usually nap, Jack's cat naps, so he'll do like 15-20 minute naps, but it's enough time for me to maybe get something to eat. Jayla will sleep a little bit longer, typically, if she can get put down. Or if he falls asleep, I will grab her if she won't fall asleep, and then I'll hold her and, get her to sleep, and then put her down where she could sleep a little bit. But she'll sleep for a little bit, so take a look at this. So she's over here asleep. And I knew that was coming. I could tell by how frustrated she was getting when I was trying to hand her rattle, as, we started to play a little bit. And then Jack is kind of just moaning, but he's gonna moan himself to sleep. He's kind of gotten to the point where we can let him kind of just moan a little bit. We know he's sleepy. And then if he doesn't stop doing that after a little while, I'll just pick him up and just hold him and put him to sleep, and then put him down. So, but this is a way for him to kind of get, they get a little tuckered out from all the activity and stuff, and then I'll just have the TV on. I'd rather have it on this than anything else. Let them, do a little bit of TV watching or whatever's on the TV, and then they fall asleep. And then I try to take advantage of that little time that I have when they're asleep, especially because Jack falls asleep for like 15-20 minutes most of the time. Sometimes I take an hour and a half, just depends on how tuckered out he is. And I'll do some work and stuff. Like I did bills in between the time, that I, talked to y'all and did all that. So, and I do that pretty much every feeding. You guys would get bored if you saw them every feeding do that, but that's pretty much what I do every feeding. And then we play, we giggle, we did a lot of that. So it's not just like, it's not strict. But I just like to keep them occupied, so they don't get bored. And babies need stimulation, you know what I mean? So that's what I do. Yeah, he's starting to go down, so let's see how long he sleeps. So as my oatmeal is in the microwave, that's when I kind of start tidying up a little bit, do a few dishes. And we got some bottles that need to be washed, so I'm gonna wash bottles and inner parts of the bottles. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but we got another one of these because we go through so many. So got another one of those, and then we have the usual one that you guys have seen here. So I just do dishes and all that kind of stuff, and then our dishes too. We've already done a load earlier today. And yeah, and then I'm gonna eat. So that's pretty much what I'm about to do. So yeah, he's going down. Yeah. Oh my God, I just had him settled. All right, so the kiddos took a 20-ish minute nap. That's if you want to even call it that. But in the 20 minutes that I had, I managed to do to put a load of laundry in, to get a load of dishes done, and I actually also managed to very quickly edit a vlog, and it's uploading now, so that's perfect. And then now they are both fed. I went ahead and fed both of them. It just so happens to be that while I'm vlogging now, I'm holding Jay, but I just had Jackson in my hand a second ago, and he was the last to feed. So Jackson is kind of just like, I want to be held, and so does Jay, and it's difficult sometimes to hold both of them, so I'm just kind of going back and forth, holding one and then rocking them a little bit, just kind of getting them settled, and then I'll go back and pick up Jax and do the same thing. So yeah. Yeah, anyway, but yeah, did a little bit of stuff in that little 20-minute period of time, and then on their next nap time, I'm gonna go ahead and just do another load, do the same thing all over again. I have one more load of dishes to do, another load of laundry to do, some of which are our clothes as well, and then we've got some clothes over here that need to be folded and stuff, and then I've got a few outfits I need to put away for this one over here, and for Jack, since he's in 6-month clothes now. I went ahead and did the laundry last night for his new clothes, because you guys know I don't put the clothes on him right after we buy them. We wash them in Drift first, and then we put them on him. So yeah, you okay now? Are you happy now that I picked you up for a little bit? A little bit, a little bit. All right, let's see what we can do with Jax. Papa Drill. Yeah, baby boy. Yeah, my baby boy. Yeah. Yeah.